You are listening to one of the most prolific podcasts. I'm Caleb.
It's your boy DT.
And I'm Ken.
We are the Mind Report.
Here to push your mind and change your thoughts.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Y'all know what time it is. It is the Mind Report. I am just so grateful and happy to be here right now. My name is Caleb.
I'm DT.
And I'm Ken.
And we are the Mind Report. I just want to show a moment of gratitude because this is what we do every beginning of each and every single episode. We like to show our gratitude. And I'm very grateful just to be here right now because every day is a gift. Every day is a blessing. Every moment, every second, every hour is a blessing. So I am showing my gratefulness and my gratitude. So I want to ask you, Ken, what's going to be the topic of the day?
Desire, burning desire. Many of us have wishes and many of us have desires. However, those two are of their own kind. There's a huge difference between what you wish for and what you have a desire for. Some of us have wishes to lose an extra 20 pounds. Some of us may have wishes to live a better life. Some of us have wishes to be in better relationships. The wishes you have are present. We all have them. But do you really desire these things? And how do you know when you're desiring them? See, a burning desire is when you have an extreme desire to do something. Maybe you have a desire to accomplish a goal, a desire to learn a new skill, or a desire of becoming more successful. You know you have a burning desire for something when you're willing to do anything. And when I say anything, I mean anything to accomplish whatever it is you're willing to accomplish. Whether that requires for you to work an extra 20 hours a week, lose 2 hours of sleep, or even spend an extra X amount of dollars at the expense of what you're desiring. It's okay to wish and have dreams and goals, but is there a burning desire to truly make those wishes come true and to accomplish those goals? Napoleon Hill made this statement. He said, there is nothing that a belief and a burning desire cannot make real. And it really stuck with me because I know for a fact that when you truly, and I don't use that term loosely, but when you truly want something to happen and believe in it, it's going to happen. It's absolutely no way around it. Like that's the only thing that's going to happen. Now you can say you want it. Then when times get difficult, you give up on wanting it. That's not truly desiring it. When you desire it, you look past the hard times because nothing should be able to stop you or get in the way from you making whatever you want happen for yourself. Success starts with a burning desire inside of yourself and the determination to never quit on it. If you believe and your desire is strong, you'll never give up on what you set out to accomplish.
That's so true. It's within you. It's not your vision for everyone else to see. You'll have certain dreams and God may give you that vision, that dream, and you may follow your heart. Okay, this is what I need to go do.
And I like how you said Napoleon Hill, and I think it was in Think and Grow Rich. He said your burning desire is to start to all your accomplishments. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, I would like to ask you all a question. Mm-hmm. What is a burning desire to you?
The burning desire to me is all about your ambition. You can't have a burning desire without having ambition about something. Because like Ken said, there might be some things that may challenge you. There might be some things that's going to come in between your way. And if you give up, then you don't have any ambition. You don't have a desire for whatever you think about pursuing.
I feel like burning desire really is something that really keeps you going, something that makes you look forward to the next day, something that makes you look forward to waking up. It gives you your why, like it fulfills you. Like when you think of this thing, it makes you want to like accomplish it. That's what burning desire is to me, like something that really ultimately moves you as an individual.
Burning desire, it can go in so many different directions, but if you truly want something in life, then I'm pretty sure you have a burning desire to be successful, whatever success means to you. Right. Because your version of success might not be my version of success. Right. But burning desire is just something like you 100% you commit to achieving whatever it is, whether it be a goal, weight loss, a certain number in your bank account, or a certain amount of people that you want to help in life. You got to have a burning desire to do it. And it's not the simple fact that you hoping. It's like you knowing it's already done because of the type of desire that you have. Right. And you, like Ken said at first, it's just like you going in on something and it's basically like you burning ships. Like this have to work. It have to work or it have to work. You want it so bad that quitting is not an option. You will do whatever it takes to achieve it. You'll either find a way or you'll make a way. Yes, So in your mind, you already see that goal done is already happening. And when you have a burning desire, think about it. When you get down on yourself, you start to be more creative because of the desire that you have. Okay, this might not work, but then I'm going to try this on. This might not happen, but then I'm going to go at it about this way. So now you got to ask yourself, are you really driven towards whatever it is that you want? And are you willing to do whatever it is to achieve it?
Yeah.
I gotta have another question. What's the difference between a wish and desire?
I feel like I would have to say wishes are temporary. It's like a meaningless thought. It makes sense at the moment, but it's like when it comes time to doing whatever needs to be done to make it come true, you don't have that drive to make it come true. Like me personally, I've had a lot of wishes, a lot of thoughts. Like like when we was in Houston, I was thinking about, man, if I started this up, what would happen? It's like temporary. That's the difference between a wish and a desire.
I kind of feel like how Ken was saying, the wish is very temporary because you can wish for something all day.
Right.
Don't mean you're going to get it.
Right.
And with a burning desire, that means you willing to put in the work for whatever it is that you want. So you can wish, like you can have a birthday and you blow out some candles. You can wish for it all day, but what action are you actually taking to get to where you want to go?
Right.
So if you have a desire for something, you willing to accept whatever come with it.
Right.
And you willing to do whatever is required to get it.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of feel like a lot of people need to stop having wishes for something and start having a desire for something. And it's not even just talking about like success. You can have a desire for anything that you want in life. A burning desire, if you read Think and Grow Rich, he always talk about a burning desire in that book. Mm-hmm. And in order for you to manifest anything, you have to have a burning desire for it. Because if you don't have no desire for it, then you really don't want it.
Right.
Yeah. And if you want it, then you're going to put in some type of action to get it. Like I said, it's a big difference between wishing and desire. Now you got to think about it. Are you wishing for something or do you have a real burning desire for it? But it's all up to you.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. You couldn't have said it any much better. And there's some people out here that really don't have a desire. There's some people that just wish all day and go by life and just do basically the norm. They don't have a desire for anything. Why don't people have a desire? And how do you start to have a desire if you don't have one?
I would say I know I don't have a desire when it doesn't stay on my mind. That's how I know I don't have a desire for it. When I really want something to happen, I create a desire for it. I measure what I do, like how much work I put behind actually getting it done. Like I say, I want a certain amount in my bank account by the end of the year. Yeah. So I know at the end of the day, I got a goal in mind. You know what I'm saying? I got a desire to accomplish that goal. So I got to do what I got to do to make that goal add up, make the goal come true.
A lot of people don't have desires because a lot of people really don't know their self personally. If you have a desire for something, then you know what's deep down in your heart that you want. And the only how that you can know that, you got to know exactly what it is that you want. So I think a lot of people need to get back to the point when there was kids. As you see when you was a child, anything that you want and you say you want, you know confidently that it's already done. If you gonna form some type of desire behind something, you got to get back to being like a kid. Determine what it is that you truly, truly want. Because if you don't want nothing, then what are you shooting for? So it's kind of like you have ammunition with no target.
Right.
What are you shooting for? And the only how that you can develop a burning desire, it's one simple question. What are you passionate about? Right. What do you passionately do without any type of effort? What do you passionately find yourself doing without any kind of stress? What do you passionately want to do? Like, you got to have a desire to have something. If you don't have a desire to want nothing, then it's like, I don't even know what to tell you. You got to have a desire for something. I think the entry way for people to find out the desire is, what type of dreams do you have? You have to be able to dream about something. What type of vision or image do you see for yourself? Mm-hmm. If you don't see nothing for yourself, then it's going to be hard for you to try to figure out what your burning desire is.
Yeah, I agree with you, what you said in the beginning, when you said that if you don't have a desire, then you don't really know yourself. There's a lot of people out here that don't evaluate their thoughts. They don't evaluate their life. And some people don't even know where they're going to go into the next 5 years. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? It's going to be hard to imagine where you want to go in the next 5 years if you don't even expect where you're going to be in the next 5 years. Yeah. See, like that's what you have to do in life. You have to expect things that's going to work out for you in your favor. And I said this plenty of times. I use the analogy plenty of times, but sometimes it has to make sense. But like a TV remote, you turn on the TV, you expect the TV to turn on. The same thing with life and all your goals and ambitions and anything that you're desired for. And everybody has a desire for something. Like there's literally, I've never, ever met a person that don't have a desire or ambitions for anything. It's something that you're passionate about. If you don't have one, definitely check yourself. If you don't have a desire, you don't know yourself. You don't know yourself. And a lot of people, there's some people out here that don't know themselves. I'm not going to say there's a lot of people, but I have met some people not ambitious about anything. Nothing motivates them.
Right.
So I think burning desire and just with all this, you really got to evaluate yourself and find out what really keeps you pushing, what keeps you up past 12 o'clock at night. If 12 o'clock is your bedtime and you know that you're going to go to sleep at 12 o'clock and there's something that's keeping you up, you're ambitious about something. You got something that's motivating you.
I honestly feel like, I'll say a lot of times people don't know themselves. Believe it or not, it's a lot of people out here that can't even spend time with themselves. Like, in order for people to have a good time, they got to be around people. It's a certain power that comes out of being able to be alone, being able to deal with your thoughts, being able to deal with you as an individual. A part of learning yourself is getting out by yourself, like doing things by yourself, meditating, writing down goals, having conversations with yourself, talking to yourself. I know a lot of times people think you're slow when you talk to yourself, but
I talk to myself all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a part of learning self. Once you learn self and you get out, you try new things, because sometimes we may think we have a desire for something, then we get out there and try and we end up not liking it. So I think that's also an important thing for us to do, is to get out and try new things. And when you do find a desire, when you want to accomplish certain things, as long as that shit makes sense to you, that's the only person that it should make sense to.
Right.
As long as it's not affecting anybody else in any negative way. You move how you move, you do what you do. If that shit add up to you, that shit add up to you. And that's what it is.
Simple, straightforward, coming from Ken.
And I think in order to succeed in anything, your desire have to be greater than your fear of failure. And I think that's what stops a lot of people from actually knowing what they want, because you might want something, but the goal might be so big that you be like, I don't even see how this can even happen.
Right.
And now you talking to yourself in a negative tone, and now you talking yourself out of whatever it is that you truly desire or the life that you truly see yourself having. So then now you put in this stage where you just settling. And to me, success, it come with failure.
It does.
It does. It's like the stepping stone to success. You have to be able to fail your way to success. I don't know who I heard said that, but they said it. I know one thing about you having a burning desire about anything, you got to first have a winning attitude. So even when the odds against you and you at the free throw line and nothing falling down for you, you still got to have that winning attitude. And then most of all, you got to be honest with yourself, and you got to hold integrity with those things that's around you. Like, yeah, I know what my situation is right now, but I honestly know that I'm going to be somewhere else later on. Right. And you just got to have that will and the determination to just to succeed.
Yeah. You got to be happy with yourself too, and the place that you're in as well. Because if you're not happy with the things and the many things that you have now, how can you be happy with more? How can you be accepting of more? And how can you be grateful for more? So you really do got to evaluate just everything. And I think another thing is important too, is keeping your energy, keeping some of your things to yourself. Not a lot of people are going to be able to support you. You're going to tell your goals to certain people and they're going to be quick to knock it down just because of what everybody else got going on, or maybe because they never took the opportunity. But if that vision was given to you, then it was given you for a reason. People always think about what could go wrong first, instead of, okay, this can actually be good for me. They just think about, a lot of people want instant gratification. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it can be yourself. Sometimes it can be yourself who sometimes second guessing, because you can be your own enemy. And so when it comes to just sharing your ideas and your thoughts, you just want to make sure you're sharing it with the right person as well.
Certain people serve for certain purposes in your life. I know who to share my goals with. I know who to share my future and stuff like that with. When it comes to negative self-talk, when it comes to being afraid of failure, even if you do it and fail, that's better than not doing it at all. Like, at least you made the effort to get the shit done. If you trying something new, if you shooting at being successful or you shooting at accomplishing anything, it's really no such thing as failure. It's all a lesson. It's all a part of the process, and it's all a lesson that you learn from the journey that you own. When you fail, you should learn something new. With every failure, you're supposed to learn something. That's the purpose of the failure, because you got to understand that when you go on different journeys, when you set out to do new things, like, you got to become a certain type of person that you weren't before. You mold yourself into becoming that person with the lessons that you learn. And in order for you to learn certain lessons, it requires you to fail. You may learn lessons by succeeding at something, but a lot of the lessons you will learn will lie within your failure. So it's important for you to learn those lessons when you fail. That's actually one of the steps I take when I have a burning desire for something. A few of the other steps that I take would be, one, I write something down. I become well aware of something I desire. I hang it around places I look at every day, whether it's like the back of my room door because I sleep my room door closed. I put it in my car because I drive every day. I put it in the bathroom mirror because I wash my face, brush my teeth every day. Some people don't have to put it there because they don't do that. Uh-oh. 2, I speak on it often. Manifestation is real, and I'm a first-hand witness of it. In life, you must speak things into existence. Verbally remind yourself of what you want to come true. 3, I visualize myself with it. How life will look for me. How much work I'm going to have to do to maintain having it once I get it. Because y'all know, if you have to work at getting something, you're most likely going to have to work at keeping it. So I factor that in as well. I prepare myself for the things that may happen on my journey of accomplishing whatever I want to. I know that anything worth having isn't going to come easy. So I factor in the hardships that may come with it. When the time comes, I'm mentally prepared for it. Sometimes things may happen, sometimes they may not. Sometimes the things that happen may not be as bad, and sometimes the things that happen may be worse than what you thought. But either way it go, you're prepared for them when they come. I also make myself more open for change and growth. I understand that in order for you to get things you never had, or just working at something you want, requires you to have to put in more work, and it causes you to become a different person. I must open myself up for that, because I know that if I stay the same person, nothing is going to happen. You must let those experiences mold you and teach you who you need to become.
I like that you said 3 things, and I want to pinpoint each one of them. First being your visuals. If you have a burning desire for something, I'm telling you right now, the best thing for you to do is to put up whatever you visualize. If you putting up wherever you visualizing, then it's putting you in the place of it. Right. When you even not in it, you have to be able to steer in a direction of wherever you want to go. Right. But if you don't have no visuals of what direction are you actually going in? Yeah, times might be hard for you right now, but you need to see where you're going to be at. Yeah. Right. Before you get there, you got to go there. You have to be able to put up some type of pictures. I did hear you touch on speak. So now we go into what kind of words are you using around yourself and around others, especially yourself. Right. Others, it don't just too much matter, because a lot of people ain't going to see the same things that you see anyway, or not going to believe in the same things that you talking about. When we talking about speak, you got to speak good things to yourself and speak your goals on a day-to-day basis. Just as well as you wake up, you need to be saying it the first thing in the morning. And midday, when that day seems to be getting a little bit rough, you need to be speaking it again. When you get ready to lay down, as they call it, retire back in the day, when you get ready to retire, you need to start saying it then. Right. You got to be infatuated with your goals. If you infatuated with something, let's just say, for instance, some new shoes drop. You're going to keep talking about it. You're going to keep talking about it until you get it. You're really not paying attention to it. You done talk yourself up on a product that you want. So why not do the same things with your dreams and your goals? You got to keep talking it until you talk up on whatever you want. And once you get it, now you got to talk a little bit more bigger. Right. Because you're a big stepper, right? Right. Thirdly, hear. I don't think you said anything about hear. So what are you listening to? Right. If it's not pushing you to where you need to be going or what you need to be doing, you don't need to be listening to it. Now it's straying off your desire for whatever it is that you want. Yo, we look at a whole bunch of things on social media, or we might see a lot of things. We might hear a lot of things while we on the phone with people. And I had this mentor, and he said whenever he was hearing some type of negativity, he always had an earphone in his ear. And whenever somebody say something negative, the audio book or whatever it is that he listens to, whether it be podcast, just like this one, go and check out the Mind Report.
That promo.
If you knew, welcome. Right? But you got to be mindful of the things that you hear, because what you hear, like I told you, it go to your heart.
Right.
When it go to your heart, we'll just talk about a burning desire. Where do you find a burning desire? You find it in your heart. So you have to be able to listen to things that's going where you going, or you got to be listening to things that up your expectation on where you going. Right. But if you listen to things that's just lowering your vibration, then how can you ever vibrate on the level of whatever it is that you want? You will always find yourself asking, why me? Right. Instead of try me. You got to get those three things in line in order to have a burning desire about whatever it is that you want, and for the manifestation to fall in your favor. If you don't do all three of those, you can't do two and not do the other. Yeah. It all have to fall in line. So you need to get some type of visuals. You need to speak good, and you need to listen good.
Yeah, before your lifestyle can change, your wishes need to become your desires.
Yep. Like a candle just waiting to be lit. But the only how it can be lit, you got to know exactly what it is that you want. If you don't have no desire, then what potential do you have in life? You have to be able to spark that flame and get it going. Because the one thing that I do know is once you light that flame, it's going to be a lot that come your way to try and knock that flame off. Right. But you have a burning desire to get whatever it is that you have done. If you listen to this right now, just fulfill your true desire. Find your passion. Find your purpose. If you have passion and purpose, then you already know what your desire is, and you're going to put the work behind it. And don't be one of those people that let anything leave with you, because that's being selfish. You put her for a reason, and your reason is to give as much to the world before you leave her. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to jump out there, like DT said, and keep the candle lit, because there's going to be some things that's going to knock you down to try and turn the candle off. But if you have a burning desire throughout all the storms, the pain, the suffering, that candle's still going to be lit, because you know what you want and you have the vision to actually get what you want. I personally don't believe in coincidence. So when you start to be really in tune with your purpose, and when you start really being in tune with your desire, dreams, and all that stuff runs hand in hand, you're going to start seeing stuff. And it's going to be like, oh my gosh, like all the dots everything is just working so well for me, just because you're aligned so perfectly of what you want. Have you ever thought about a time that you were pursuing something, or you were thinking about doing something, and then everything just came together perfectly? And the reason why is because you were so in tune to what you were doing. When you're in tune with what you want, your goals, and when you're in tune of your purpose, that shit's powerful. It is so powerful, and it can change your life. And a lot of people don't realize how much you have control of your own life. So long story short, before your lifestyle can change, your wish needs to become your desire. Hopefully we added some type of value to your mind so that you can check your thoughts. Follow us on Instagram at The Mind Report. Also, stream us however you want at www.themindreportpodcast.com. I'm Caleb.
I'm Ken.
I'm DT.
And we are out.
If you enjoyed this podcast episode, make sure you share it with someone else.
And be on the lookout for new episodes. And make sure you subscribe now.
This is The Mind Report.
And we are out.